I
The
can.
love.
Oh, go ahead, Jason.
No, I was just saying the love. What Issa said, the love.
Yeah.
As Tracy said, they think it's just easy. It's the love it gets preached. But no, go ahead, Dre.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, I could tell you how you know, challenges are still hard. They're difficult. Okay, but I remember early on, it's like, you know, you panicking, you know, you flipping out. Oh my gosh, you know, and then you don't handle it well. You're just like, I can't do it. Yeah. You know, you're panicking, like, and then you go through a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. You know, the heart, all of those things are happening. You just feel really bad for that period of time. And then you get through it and you look back and you're like, man, that wasn't as like I thought it was, as bad as I thought it was going to be. So what I started to do was I would write them down, right? Put it in an envelope, put it in the drawer, and just, you know, go do what I have to do. Then you come back and look at it and you're like, wow, man, I was stressing out a lot over this particular thing, this issue or this challenge, this giant. And so when you go back and you read and you look at it, you're like, wow, I probably should not have felt that way. You know what I mean? It's false evidence appearing real. You know, Tracy, is that how you said it?
Yeah.
So, and then like now, when those things happen, I just kind of wait. I wait. I don't panic. You don't, I mean, let's knock on some wood here. You know, you just wait, you know, and see and evaluate and just see, you know, you don't have to stress. You don't have to, you know, get all stressed out, anxiety, all of those other things. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. And I think that's the key for me in handling these things now, instead of jumping to conclusion and saying, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. Just wait and see.
Yeah.
Wow. For me, so it depends on what day of the week it is. I'm just gonna tell you, man, like, you know, I have some days that I handle like Dre said, Tracy said, but then I have days I keep it real with God. So not that other people don't. I'm just saying, I keep it like sometimes I gotta watch my mouth with God. Because sometimes I tell him this ain't fair. I have my pouting sessions. I get in my own way. That entitlement spirit will come out. You know, I will say, man, that I have had to confess and repent a few times recently, telling God it ain't fair. Woe is me. And then one of them said it like, you look back, you be like, it really wasn't even that deep, dog. Like, and you was over here having this hissy fit. Tripping. So, but Issa, you know, as I said earlier, man, it's like, I will say, it seems like I get a call from one of my old heads. One of my guys call me sometimes, not all the time, but you know, these things happen sometimes if I go on the deep end. And so I would just say for me, man, it's been beneficial that I've had some brethren and some people that come and remind me or encourage me. And I believe God sends them, you know what I'm saying, at the right hour before I just don't bug all the way out. So it just varies. I've had times that I've kind of done like Dre said, it just, you know, man, you know, you look at it, you deal with it for a little bit, put it to the side. And a lot of times I don't like to be passive, but sometimes I don't even give some things some energy. And I believe that I won't say I would like to tell you it's so much faith, but I do know that I participate because it's up to me to meditate on that all day and let it drive me up the wall. And I choose not to.
Right.
And it's like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And you know what I'm saying? But I won't tell you that I also labored so hard in prayer. It was just a trust that if God don't do it, it ain't gonna get done.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, I picked up something.
Yeah.
Oh, I picked up something from corporate America that really, I think as I'm getting older now, it kind of hurt me as I've gotten older. You know, I'm doing a devotion called Be Anxious for Nothing. And corporate America taught me, so you got an issue, you deal with it right away. And so what I have started doing with my giants is, as soon as I have a giant, I'm trying to deal with it right away. And I'm doing it in my own strength and not with the strength of God. I'm going first. So I wind up messing it up because I'm trying to fix it right now. And like Dre was saying, I need to do that. Put that thing in a letter, pray about it, meditate on it, and let God lead this thing, and he'll direct my path. But I struggle with that. That's just me.
Yeah, that's true. So let me ask this, and this is a quick question. Dealing, because we're talking about giants and hardships, struggles, and temptations, right? So when it comes to temptation, can we determine if it's a temptation or it's I would say maybe a hardship? Let's separate them two. They're different, but they are different, right? So we know temptations is something. So can we determine that right off the bat, or we got to we don't know? How do you think we can determine whether the temptation or something that's a obstacle?
Sometimes you can tell right away, but I think sometimes you got to wait till the after to know what it was. Okay. You know what I mean? Because it can look like a hardship, but it was a test or a trial, or it was out of left field. But then sometimes it's like, your stewardship, or what what I'm saying, been putting your mind in, or putting your resources in, or putting your energy to. So you ain't gonna be shocked that all of a sudden this shit could be coming down. Like sometimes we really have some stuff that knock on our door. We ain't have nothing to do with, where does this come from? But you still gotta deal with it. Right. You know what I mean? But then some stuff, I just believe that you sow a seed, man. You better understand, something coming from the ground.
Right.
And I think that then it's like, who sent it? Did God send it, or circumstances sent it? Well, and sometimes circumstances is us. What do you say, Tracy?
It depends. If it was a $5,000 you found that coin, you say, "Oh, the Lord just blessed me. I found $5,000."
and then the man that lost it heard that you picked it up, and he coming to hurt you, and then turned it in, and you said it was a blessing, and then he tithed off for it. Tracy said, "If you would have tithed off for it, he probably would have never found you. The Lord would have hit you."
And I know somebody had robbed the bank. That's why I was there, but it was my blessing, right? That's how we do, right? Be honest now.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a temptation.
Right.
But the temptation can lead to hardship.
That's right. That's right, yeah. Dre.
So that's that's the next stage. When you succumb to it, it's going to take you to the hardship. So yeah, we gotta be mindful.